Well, hello there. I'm just off out. And before I go, I wanted to just say a few words about what I call that virus. Which means, yeah, you know the one I'm talking about. Of course you do. Because everyone's talking about it. And I've kept my mouth shut until now. So, a few days ago, somebody sent me a long message. And boy, it was long. And I got through about half of it. And it was obviously written from what I would call a left brain rational scientific point of view, but quite enlightened, had some good ideas in it to do with that virus and what would be a good thing to do to keep yourself safe and all the rest of it. And I noticed about an hour after I'd read about half of it, my shamanic sense said stop after just under halfway. Um, Getting on with my day, living my life, and I started to feel heavy. And I started to feel very negative indeed, lots of negative thoughts going through my mind. I started to be aware of all sorts of aches and pains that I wasn't aware of before. And in fact, within a couple of hours, I got myself into a right old state, quite frankly, physically, mentally, emotionally sick. And I didn't know what on earth was going on. And then suddenly, you know how it is, the penny drops, and I thought, ah. So that was sent very well meaningly, and yet what that was actually loaded. So that message was loaded with negative energy, and because I'm super sensitive, I was able to manifest a lot of symptoms quite quickly. Once I realized this, all I need to do is just do a few simple things, some body work, bit of breathing, and looking after myself generally, spotting the negative thoughts, realizing I didn't need to have them in my consciousness, and start to focus on what I'm doing in my day and turn the whole thing around. But here's my point: a lot of people wouldn't realize that. A lot of people just get sucked under. So that's what's going on at the moment. There's a media frenzy, huge amount of hype, obviously, because that's what the media does. The media only exists if it can create a huge drama out of anything that's happening. That's the first thing to realise. Next thing to realise, yes, it's a nasty little virus, looked at from one perspective, but I want to put my shamanic hat on and look at it from a different perspective and go straight into astrology. So I'm giving you the link to the wonderful chiropractor. If you've never come across him before, he's the caricature of the aging hippie, and he's got some really interesting approaches to life, but his astrological take is par excellence. And that's because it's not just him, he works with a dream team of 6 other astrologers. So whatever comes out of his mouth has been filtered, it's been polished, it's been honed, and it's really spot on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out the now let's see how easy is this going to be for me to do. Have I made it too difficult for myself? He says, looking around the room. I have, yeah. I don't know where the other iPad is. Well, isn't that just typical? So, in order to get the sense of this film, you will need to go to the description, because I haven't got the words to hand. But bottom line is as follows. This little virus, along with a whole load of other things which are happening this year, the stock market plunge, all these things that's happening this year, and we can expect more, and they'll be more severe as the year gets on, because it's 2020. This year, 2020, is all about what shit haven't you dealt with, what shit have you buried, what shit have you stuffed under the carpet. It's coming out, and it's demanding you pay attention to it. So what this virus is, it's rather like Father Time or Death, the embodiment thereof, that we see in all Terry Pratchett's books. It's that sense of something going through, and it's a wake-up call, and it's either the scythe cuts you and then you die and off you go to the next realm, just like my mum's done so recently, or you say, you actually make use of that virus as your springboard, and you say, well, that's not having anything to do with me. And I'm going to show that virus what I mean, because I'm doing my exercise, I'm doing my body work, I'm doing my breath work, I'm drinking my nettle and horsetail tea to strengthen my bones and my musculoskeletal system. I'm drinking my cat's claw and rosehip and honey tea because I'm boosting my immune system. I'm having beetroot to boost my immune system. I'm eating primarily a plant-based diet, and if I'm eating animal food, I'm only eating the best quality and moderate amounts. I'm letting go of greed, and I'm really just sorting myself out, taking myself by the scruff of my neck, off to one side. Right, what do you need to sort out? Right, let's just get on with it. There's that virus out there. That's my little stimulus. That's saying to me, sort yourself out, get on with it, look after yourself, love yourself, keep yourself strong, keep that immune system strong. And that way, that virus has turned from being an enemy into an ally, from being a problem into a friend in disguise, because either it's your exit cue out of here to go into the wonderful multidimensional reality that exists outside of this planet, or it gives you that, no, I'm staying, I'm sorting myself out. So that's my shamanic take on that virus. It's everybody's wake up call, and it's to wake up to either be more present here and ask yourself, what am I doing here? What matters most? Let's focus on that. Community, friendships, helping each other, all of those things we know that's so important. And of course, it's always all about the love, isn't it? So much love to you. Thank you.